everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Chargers going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for KC. 69 yards. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play definitely goes down as a win for the defense as they were able to get there and tackle him for a loss. But you just got the sense that the runner kept looking for a space to turn upfield, and it kept getting strung out towards the sidelines before the defense finally finished him off.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. you think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They're going deep for Hill. He's got him in, complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
All right, here we go. Over. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 99 Philly. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Set. All right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
To Taylor, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now back to throw. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back on down, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Now let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from second to third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
to Taylor. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're going to just roam and hit.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Adams. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he steps away. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime here at our first. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. The end line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. They go to the ground again to Taylor. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll set up a throw. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over. Set.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got Adams on the hookup. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas Kansas City. Allen Robinson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. You get a tight end like this and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd down and 4.
Watch here we go.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Watch it now. Let's go. Blue landed. All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. Skirts by him at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Here we go. 319. 319.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Set. Blue, leopard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot. All right, now. Over.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. In the red zone this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and And down he goes. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Frank's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
The Chargers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now they try the right side here. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This will be fielded at the 17. Whoosh. The Chargers getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end.